Hey everybody, welcome to Paul Mash TV, bringing you the very best indie country from all over the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen, he is Paul.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Paul Mash TV. I'm your host, Paul Mash, of course, and we got a great interview coming up. But before we get into that, if you notice the title of this episode, it says episode 99. So we're about one episode away from episode 100, and you can contact us, different ways, because we love to hear from you now more than ever, especially since this is the upcoming 100th episode coming up pretty soon. As always, you can send us an email. You can like us on Facebook and reply to the actual video that you're looking at right now. You can also reply on YouTube. And obviously, just click that subscribe button right down there. And you'll always keep up with the latest interviews whenever they become available. And if you'd like to know how to write to us on Facebook and email us, that'll all happen at the end of the closing credits, so stay tuned for that. Right now, from Erin, Ontario, Canada, our interview this time is Grant Daniels. And he's a heck of a guy, and we're glad that we could get a chance to interview him. And he's got a brand new video that just released a couple of days ago. It's a great video, and I think you're going to like it. So without further ado, let's welcome Grant Daniels right here on Paul Mash TV. Oh, hello everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Paul Mash TV. And with us from Erin, Ontario, Canada, we have Grant Daniels. Thanks for joining us, Grant.
Hey, thank you, Paul. Glad to be here. Been talking with you there from Alabama, I found out.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're glad that you could join us. And well, I guess obviously the question that I always like to ask everybody is tell us your story about what decided to make you become a musician. Everybody's got their own story anyway, so let's hear your story.
Well, I was actually a late bloomer. I was doing these stores across Canada, and I've never been out of Ontario. So I got this one job back in the 80s, and it was slow, so I took on this job. We did one store, and it led to 21 stores across Canada. So I was away from the family. It was slow, no work, so I had to do it. And then, we would stay at one store, Edmonton. We were down there all across the prairies, Surrey, BC. We went all across Canada, and so 3 years we did 21 stores. So, but every time I was there, it was like you're there for 3 months, right? 2 or 3 months. So what are you going to do when you're there? Well, I started singing karaoke, believe it or not. And that's what started me going, and then I got up, people seemed to like what I was doing. So, you get up and you do more, and you do another song, next thing you know, like you're hooked. And that's how I started, really. It was karaoke. And then one time I got up, some guy was doing Lonesome Steve there in Saskatoon, and asked if anybody in the crowd wanted to sing a song. So the guys that were with me, yeah, he will. And so I had to go up there, right? And they go, oh, what do you want to do? I said, I'll do some Don Williams. And I did a song called Amanda, and he just looked at me and goes, wow, you sound just like Don Williams. So I was hooked after that. I had to get I had to do more live singing, and I got a band together and stuff. And it's been pretty cool. And eventually got a CD together.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. What would be some of your influences growing up? I mean, I'm sure there are a few bands that come to your mind.
Oh, geez, I got quite an array of that. But John Fogerty is one of my favorites. When it comes to rock, because when I was a teenager, we were listening to rock, and Fogerty was one of my CCR, right? And and then country, of course, country. Well, you know what? That's my roots. It all starts there. Country music. My grandmother listened to Jim Reeves. She had his album, and she pretty much wore it out. And of course, so I know all his songs off by heart. And then my parents, they listened to my mom's favorite was Don Williams, my mom and dad. So I listened to Don Williams quite a bit. But yeah, I love all the old country. I mean, you can't go wrong with these guys: George Jones, Merle Haggard, Waylon, Willie, you name it, they're all there. Conway Twitty, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I know just a minute ago when I was asking your first question, you were making a comment about how you had a CD out. Do you still have that CD out? Are you planning on making any more? Maybe you could talk a little bit about your CDs and whatnot.
Yeah, I have the CD. I don't know if this will show it on here or not. I'll show it.
Oh, okay.
But there it is. Yeah, and I did it a while back. I loved doing it, but I didn't know what to do with it. That was the hard part for me. I don't. Now I got a CD. What do you do with it, right?
Right.
So I tried. Yeah, I tried to do something with it in Canada. Nothing happened in Canada. It was sent to 300 radio stations, and 2 of them opened it and played it. The rest didn't even open it. So that was frustrating. And then send it to Europe, and it did really well. It actually the European country charts there. 2 of the songs, Country Soul and Snowbird. I did a remake of Van Murray's Snowbird, believe it or not. It was kind of fun to do. There's a story to that, but we won't get into that. And then, those 2 songs actually went to #2 in the UK and Ireland right away. And then I had a promoter call me up. Yeah. And then I had a promoter call me up and say, we want you to come down and make it #1. But you know what? They had no guarantees. All they would give me is food and place to stay. And I said, I got kids and a mortgage. I can't do this. So that was washed. So here I am back, but I found Echoda Records, and I'll tell you, it's a great family there. These guys have treated me well, and they're doing a lot more for my music than anybody else has. That's for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, if anybody wants to listen to your music, you got any place like iTunes or anything like that they could probably download that music or buy it online or something?
Absolutely. It's on iTunes, CD Baby. Where else? Reverb Nation, I guess it's called. But yeah, all those sites for sure.
Okay. In just a few minutes, we're going to be playing one of your songs, and I guess this is just a video that the people at Echoda Records just made for you. Can you tell us a little bit about the song, if there's a story behind it?
Well, that song, the producer of the CD, Randy Moore, also wrote that song. And it was fun being in the studio. We had some great players on this CD too. I'll talk a bit about that. We had Wendell Ferguson playing on there, which was one of the greatest guitar players in Canada here. Bob Lucier, pedal steel player extraordinaire. He's probably top 10 in the world, I would say. And I enjoyed it. But Randy Moore, he produced the CD, and he also wrote a couple of songs on there. And the one that you're going to play is the one he wrote for sure. And it's an upbeat, fun song that it gets everybody up and dancing.
Okay. And what was the title of the song again?
Country Soul.
Country Soul, right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty much everything I can think of right now. But Grant, we want to thank you for coming on the show and speaking with us for a few minutes. And as I tell all my guests, you're always welcome to come back if you have anything new to plug, and we'd love to have you back on Paul Mash TV.
Okay, and I just want to say thank you to Echoda Records, Donna. She's awesome. Nikkei, she's helped me a lot, and get me my songs played and everything. She is awesome.
I think that's pronounced Nisi, by the way.
Nisi, see?
Yes.
There you go. I'm learning something every day. Nisi. Yeah. Anyways, I want to thank her. She's awesome.
Okay. Well, we're going to play Country Soul, right?
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, we're going
Hope
to
you
play that
enjoy it.
right now. So,
Thank you, Paul.
I'm sorry?
I said, thank you, Paul. I had fun doing this with you, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. And we're going to play that song, Country Song, right now. And here it is right here on Paul Mash TV. Don't go away.
Songs about hugging and kissing, songs about life and love that's missing. Play them fast or play them slow, 'cause I got country in my soul. Love those songs about losing and winning, songs about fate and people grinning. Play those songs right off the chart, 'cause I've got country in my heart. Steel guitar, it sounds just right. Fiddles playing hot tonight. Guitar players strumming and picking. Bass and drums keep it all kicking. Clap your hands or stomp your boots if you have country in your roots. Grab your hat and wave it high. You're a country kind of guy. Travis and George Strait are the ones that sound so great. Merle, Willie, Conway too inspired me to sing for you. Alan Jackson, Johnny Cash have a lot of country class. Waylon Jennings, Jim and Hank are the guys I'd like to thank. Clap your hands and stomp your feet if you love that country beat. So stand up, girls, give us a yell if you're a country kind of gal. Steel guitar, it sounds just right. Fiddles playing hot tonight. Guitar players strumming and picking. Bass and drums keep it all kicking. Clap your hands and stomp your boots. Now you have country in your roots. Grab your hat and wave it high. Now you're a country kind of guy. Clap your hands, stomp your feet if you love that country beat. Stand up, girls, give us a yell. You're a country